Hello, Miss Mariah J. Day here. You clicked on this because you were interested in getting a little bit more practice with the mole concept. So that's what I'm going to go through with you. I've assigned you a handout, which is called the Mole Calculation Worksheet, which you have received from the substitute teacher. So here we go. You got the Mole Calculation Worksheet. I'm going to go through number 1 with you, number 6 with you, number 11, number 18, and number 17 as well. So we're going to go through number 18 and 17 and 18. Those will not be all on this video. This video will actually only cover number 1. Click on the next video if you want to go through number 6. Click on the next video if you want to go through number 11, etc., etc. That makes sense. You've probably seen them on the website, so you'll know that you have a chance to kind of go through these. So I'm going to go through those to kind of give you some more practice. One thing that you absolutely certainly have to have in front of you, or you can use the one that's on the wall, is the periodic table. The periodic table, you need to be able to find your molar masses of all these things that you're going to get some practice with. This will also give you some more practice and to be ready to finish that assessment that we're going to do on Tuesday when we see each other again. So, other tool that you need. Awesome tool that we've talked about a couple times is using this. So this will help you if you are given grams and you need to get the moles, it will tell you what to do. That means it'll tell you how to set up the problem. Dividing by the molar mass, you put it in the denominator. Multiplying by the molar mass, you're going to put it in the numerator. So if you're going from moles to grams, you multiply, grams to moles, you divide. I will do one example on the 5th video about how to get from grams to atoms, or grams to particles, or that will also give you a little bit more practice for the assessment. So right now we're just going to be converting from moles to grams, grams to moles, and calculating molar mass. So the first thing that we're going to start out with is this question behind me. How many moles are in 15 grams of lithium? That is number 1 on this sheet. So number 1, please feel free to use this piece of paper or use another piece of paper. However you turn it in is great. If you need more space than this, write it on another piece of paper and just attach it. So I'm going to start out every single time, just like in math class, you always start with what you're given. So we are going to start with what we're given, which is 15 grams. We're also given something on what I said that you should have in front of you is your handy dandy periodic table. So we're going to look for lithium. I know where it's at pretty darn quick. It's element number 3, meaning it has 3 protons, etc., which we don't care about at this point. So what we're looking at is that 6.941. So if I have 6.941 grams of lithium, that means I have 1 mole of lithium. If you remember that if you have 1 mole of something, that's 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd of something. So we are not going to think about that number, although we know 1 mole is equal to 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. The example that I'm going to give you is that we're just going to go from grams to moles. On the last video, we will go from grams to moles to atoms. All right. So, or actually molecules. So we're going to start out with what we were given, which was, I wanted to give myself a little bit more room, so I'm going to rewrite that the molar mass of lithium is 6.941 grams per mole. So if you have 15 grams, you could probably step back and think, that's 15 grams, that number is bigger than 6.941. We're going to have more than 1 mole of lithium. So we've started with this, but we need to actually start out with what we've got in the problem. We've got 15 grams of lithium. At this point, if you're just writing 15, I really, really recommend that you write as many units as possible. It's going to get more complicated. If you get in the practice of writing your units, there's not really any way that you can really start to get confused. These problems are going to get longer next week. So we've got 15 grams of lithium. So I'm going to put a little multiplication symbol. You don't have to do that if you know that you're going to work these together. So if you see this, you're like, okay, I've got grams. Grams are given to me in the problem. I'm going to divide by the molar mass to get to moles. So if I divide by the molar mass, that means I'm going to need to put the molar mass in the denominator, not in the numerator. So I'm going to put the 6.941 grams of lithium in the bottom. We've got 6.941 grams of lithium. That means I have 1 mole. So this is what we call a conversion factor. Conversion factor. Tyler DeWitt in the video that we watched last, I think 2 classes ago, maybe on Monday, talked about conversion factor. We're just gonna, you can call it what it is, but this is what the conversion factor only for lithium. Only for lithium. Carbon's gonna have a different conversion factor. Hydrogen's gonna have a different conversion factor. There are many, many different conversion factors in the world, but this is a conversion factor if we want to convert from grams to moles. So, using our calculator, which hopefully you have on your desk, you're welcome to kind of follow along, pause whenever you want. But we're going to take 15, multiply it times 1, hit equals. You probably already know 15 times 1 is 15. If that's super clear to you, great, you can move on. So you're going to do 15 divided by 6.941 equals. So that will tell us our number of moles. So our number of moles when we have 15 grams of lithium is I'll write that bigger for you, is 2.16 moles of lithium. Did you notice one thing that I didn't do that I've done a handful of times that hopefully you've already done? I did not cancel my units. Get used to canceling your units. I have grams over grams. Those two cancel. If you cancel, there's really, again, no way that you can go wrong, because that will also help you keep track, because these problems are going to get longer. I think I've already mentioned that. But if you have 1 in the numerator, grams in the numerator, grams in the denominator, they will cancel each other out. Remembering that the numbers don't cancel, but the units cancel. So then we are left over with moles. Again, if you have any other last questions, you're welcome to email me at mday@pps.net. I'm available. I'm as a passenger in the car on the way to my grandpa's for his 100th birthday. So don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions. So again, I hope that helped you out a little bit. Click on the next video if you'd like to go through number 6. Bye!